僕が好きなドライバーはテリー・ラボンテです。僕の好きなドライバーはジェフ・ゴードンです。僕の好きなドライバーは、ラスティ・ウォレスです。危ないね。日本の土屋圭一勝ってほしいけど、マイク・スキナーの方が早いと思う。お気に入りのドライバーはデイル・アンハート。
Whatever the language, you can read it and read it well. Dale Earnhardt and all those other great stars who have really made an impression on the Japanese racing fans. There are some 50,000 seats here at Motegi, from whence we're speaking to you live. I'm with Buddy Baker, Dr. Dick Bergen along, Ken Squire. After 53 of 201 laps, and the track scoring is down, so that's creating a big problem. Hey, we can join Steve Burns right now on the Ricky Craven story on pit road.
Yeah, Ken, he's got some pretty significant sheet metal damage to the left front of that car. They've got about 5 different colors of duct tape on the hood, trying to keep the hood pins in place. This is their second stop they made. They also were going to string the car to make sure the alignment was okay, but he's back on the racetrack right now, but he's got significant sheet metal damage to the left front of the number 58.
Pittsburgh colors on the number 58. Those will be the colors for Ricky Craven next year with this new team. Very excited about it. The guy who led so many laps in Japan at Suzuka a year ago had hoped for a better thing than this.
Well, Ricky Craven is like a lot of people. His crew is borrowing things by the looks of it. And the teams here in the garage have had to do that. They all got one container worth of stuff to bring with them, and it seems like nobody had quite enough stuff, so they've all been borrowing back and forth.
For the people that just joined us, the damage that he had to the left front corner there was done on a restart about 15 or 20 laps ago. So they got together there on the restarts, and that's where he got his damage.
Well, Jeff Gordon, with the race here in Japan, Jeff Gordon gave us his feelings on these Japanese fans and how they perceive Winston Cup racing.
They're very enthusiastic about motorsports. They love racing. And, you know, you come to a place like this and you expect to, you know, walk through the garage area and nobody know who the drivers are and who it, and yet they've got all the magazines, the die-cast cars, the T-shirts, the hats. They've got it all. You know, somehow they found it either, you know, through things in the United States or over here, and they're as enthusiastic and as excited about racing as anybody in the world is.
They sure are, and they're having a great day even on the cool side over here.
You know, following up on what Jeff Gordon said about the fans, they really have been terrific with the drivers. They just, so many of them have shown up here with the fan wear that shows the colors of their favorite driver, but they are so different than American fans. Here in the garage area, instead of surrounding the drivers to get autographs, they very politely, one after another, just line up.
Yeah, 26, Ron Burns is back here. Let's make quick mention of that and get right to Alan Bestwick.
Well, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is having a good run. He's in 7th spot, a couple of spots ahead of his dad. Here's Tony Eury Jr., who's calling the shots today. What's Dale Jr. saying about his car?
We really got a real tight race car today. I mean, the body's not quite up to par to what it should be, so we're really fighting it. When he gets behind somebody, it's really getting in trouble real tight. But we're going to try to do the best we can do here today.
Hey, pace car is off. Green, 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 green.
Go, go, go. Here we go. Super Speedway racing outside of the United States. Hope you're enjoying it this evening in the States. It's grand here in Japan. And there goes that number 1 up on the high
Still there.
side.
Clear, clear.
And
Both
he's
sides,
clear
all
and
clear.
gone.
Yeah, and the number 3 on the high side.
Now, inside, 40, inside, by himself.
Like father, like son. They're both
They're
out
behind
there.
him.
And
They're
look at
behind him.
Wallace sneak down to the inside and go under Gordon.
Sterling Marlin
Out,
there in the
clear
40
out.
gets by Earnhardt Jr., slides up as Jr. makes that wonderful move the Earnhardt had made famous on the bottom side. Look at
Riding
this
for the lead
battle.
for the front position at the line. Even across, and now give it back to Mayfield.
Mayfield seems better when the tires are colder, but once they warm up, Skinner seems to be a bit better.
Jeremy Mayfield loves this type of racetrack. He won this year up at the Long Pond racetrack up in
Pennsylvania.
Senior down to the inside. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Dale Earnhardt Sr. Don't call anybody little in this group. They are champions. Look at this. 3 wide into the main straightaway.
Still there, 3 wide. Inside,
Marlin just
Still
noses
inside.
back in front of Earnhardt
Still
Sr.
inside.
Darrell Waltrip making a move on Earnhardt.
Inside.
Earnhardt drives very, very hard down
Still there.
Look at that 88 car come up out of that corner with Darrell Waltrip.
Okay, you're clear. Clear all around.
Look at Elliott clear all around my purple bunny. All over him out there. Here comes Bobby Hamilton into it, and Kenny Wallace in the 55.
Trio of champions here going at it.
They've come over 7,000 miles to put this show on, and put it on they are.
Well, they don't have to worry about points. The whole deal here is to win this race, and everybody seems to be running a bit harder than they ordinarily would.
Lap 60 complete. And you've got number 12, Mayfield, in front, with Skinner in second. And that 99 hanging right in there. Jeff Burton in third. Go ahead, buddy.
Look at this side-by-side race. These guys swapped. That's Michael Waltrip in the 7. He used to drive this 21. The new kid on the block, Elliott Sadler, fighting very, very hard on the insides. He makes the move by Michael Waltrip off the corner.
Elliott Sadler fighting. They're back in 13th, 14th position. Just outside the top 10. Trying to nail it down. We're mentioning these positions. Let's go back at lap 60. And you'd find in 5th spot Gordon, and in the 6th position Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the rise. Sterling Marlin in 7th with Waltrip in 8th. Earnhardt Sr. in 9th. Bill Elliott up to 10th, and in 11th is Bobby Hamilton. And again, no sign of scoring. It's a little tricky. Had 4 cautions. We'll bring you up to date on the retirees. Elliott Sadler coming by in that 21, and the challenge is back on again as Michael Waltrip comes after him. Michael Waltrip out of the 21 car for next year to take over the 7. You talk about bragging rights. These two aren't going to give up on it.
Always interesting to see what happens when a guy gets out of his ride and he gets the first opportunity to race with it. You think Michael Waltrip's motivated? Oh boy.
Michael Waltrip's been learning Japanese while he's over here. He's got the dictionary, the whole 9 yards. You know his brother talking about how that sign said, "Welcome to Michael Waltrip," to Darrell Waltrip, as he went into the museum. You know what the sign really said? "Please wipe off your shoes." That's Darrell. Thought it was the sign for him.
Michael's got another good reason to run hard here. He's going to leave this racetrack and head to Hawaii, where he's going to meet his wife for their 5th anniversary party. Going to spend a week in Hawaii. It'll cost him a couple of bucks, I would think.
Tough duty, huh?
Ricky Craven's going to do it right. He's going back up to Maine, up to New England. Thanksgiving up there with the family up in the woods.
Hey,
Nice.
Elliott Sadler, you can tell the 21 car is still nose heavy in the corner, is pushing out towards the outside wall, not getting a very good grip out of the corner.
And that's been the key complaint of most drivers here. We very seldom have heard anybody say that their car is loose, and they've all worked with a push. Nobody seems to have problems with the understeer.
15th position is that number 21, Elliott Sadler. And in 14th at the present time is Michael Waltrip in the number 7. Now you're back on the nose of this race. As you watch that number 12 hustle, Jeremy Mayfield. What a hustler he is. What a haircut he brought this time.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that, Baker. Now, since Jeremy Mayfield dyed his hair white and a bunch of his crew dyed their hair white, and you test for those guys, are we going to see you with white hair?
Well,
He's got white hair. What do you think that is?
taking care of this right now as we speak.
Yeah, this will be the last race Jeremy's going to run with the white hair. He's going to let his dark hair grow back in again. I'd like to have any hair grow back in again myself.
Getting a little reflection off the sun here. What little there is of it. Looking further back in the field, Sterling Marlin in 7th, and in 8th is the 88 of Darrell Waltrip. Driving for the recovery, Dale Jarrett. Dale, we hope you're watching and enjoying, and can't wait to see you get back on it at Daytona. Constructive stuff.
And the Roush guys say that Mark Martin didn't do the surgery after all this week. He just took a shot, and they say the bones in his back are healing. He's not here because he thought he was going to have surgery. So if you're watching, Mark, we hope you're feeling better, too.
Earnhardt Sr., number 9 position for that number 3. The man in black changing colors for this race. Now here comes Waltrip. Waltrip searching, looking for that 7th spot.
and got it. Down into turn one, that 88 looked like it's on a string right on the bottom of the racetrack. Darrell Waltrip, a very, very patient race car driver. He knows he has a fine ride here.
Yep. 65 complete. Hey, those die-cast cars are going strong here at Motegi, live on TBS.